I'm back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. Pretty excited about this one here. I just finished this one, and it is a wonderful children's book from the 1920s called Sunny Days. And just look at the image that runs from top to bottom, side to side, of these two little children and the angry geese, and the little boy running by the river and the tree. It's just spectacular. I love it. There's the original spine. I had to do some repairs to that, so I covered that up with just a bit of trim, and I made a little bangle here out of some vintage jewelry. And this ginormous one measures 7 1/4 by almost 10 inches. So it's a biggie, this one. I had to use a lot of large pages to fill this one. So right in here, this is removable. It's just on a piece of two-sided sponge tape. So you could take it out if you wanted to reuse it, because it is gorgeous. It's an antique table doily with tatting around the edges and some beautiful embroidery work. It's just lovely. So I didn't want to cut it up, so that's for you to use any way you like if you're the new owner. Just a piece of old pattern. This is an original first page of the book, Sunny Days. And here as well, this was a British book. And I believe there's the date there, 1928. And these are those wonderful hard cardstock pages that are kind of velvety feeling. And this story here is about mermaids, which fairies and mermaids seem to be a theme that I'm noticing more and more of, thanks to a wonderful client of mine. And I just added as much stuff as I could to this one. There's a journaling envelope here, a magazine cover here from 1957, some vintage botanical pages, embroidery pages. Here's a little pocket. It has a little piece in there, and you can journal on the back as well and stuff your own things in. And this pocket is made out of the inside of a book jacket, a vintage book. And there is an antique children's book page from another book. And that is lovely. A child colored that one in. That's from the 30s. And then we've got that Theatre Arts magazine. This is from 1949. It's the Officer's Roll Book for the Beacon Lodge. And over here is 1950. But I love that it's the old pen and inkwell writing, and I did have to cut the bottom of it off a bit to make it fit. So I just put that right back into the journal, because there's more spaces here that you could journal on if you wanted, or reuse that. Here's a little pocket I've made out of a 1937 book page. This is completely destroyed, but the little girl here survived. And there's a lovely postcard on the back for the 10th of May, 1917. So I think that's really sweet. And this is from the early 1900s, Emerald Isle. It's a poem from that book, My Irish Colleen. And it's a very lovely poem. And the paper is spectacular on that one, for a vintage or an antique book. Another children's book page here, more botanicals, a little bit of lace. And everything in here is authentic, antique, and vintage ephemera. Now I'm just going to really fast jump, because I know some people check out before I get the videos done. And this is one of my favorite page here. It's got this giant photo here from the 1920s. It's got this beautiful postcard here from the early 1900s, I would say pre-1910. And look at this beautiful greeting card. It's one of these ones where it's got little peekaboo spots, and it's just adorable. Isn't that sweet? So I think that's really quite endearing. And then a vintage tag here. It's also got little peekaboo spots up here, a hidden tuck there. More 1920s music magazine, a 1950s ladies magazine. Here's a detachable pocket, double pocket here. And on the back is a Catskills souvenir photo card from the 1940s. Just, it's chock full. I can't say enough about how much is in here. It's just got tons and tons and tons of stuff. If somebody wants to purchase this, it's going on Etsy now. I don't expect it will last long, but if your heart is broken because it wasn't available, please do email me. My email's below, and we will see if we can't make another one similar. Of course, it can't be exact because everything I have is just one of a kind. This is from the Currier and Ives plate book. And I've never been able to use it because I was afraid to fold it. But this book was big enough to put it in. So that was quite exciting for me. Look at that Queen Victoria image. So yeah, it just goes on and on. My goodness. And a very special print back here from the 1800s in Farm and Field. Look at this adorable little girl and boy feeding the horse. So I hope you love it as much as I do. This is a really special one. So go to hyperstamper.etsy.com and don't forget to subscribe so you can see these first. Bye for now.